Fungus Jake here to check out a blaster I was sent for review. This is, if you want to try to pronounce that, it's Jiffy? Well, it's a double barrel shotgun from a seller on Amazon. And being as such as I absolutely love the Busby double shot, and the kind of brother from another mother of it, the Adventure Force double fire, seeing as I love both those blasters, this is right up my alley. So when they offered to send me one to check out, of course I jumped on it. And I am noting that here at the beginning, this was sent to me for review, not a paid review, but this one, just wanted to check it out. It has a few features that I find to be interesting, and for the price that they are selling it at, I was stuck with some pretty high expectations. And after testing, kind of lived up to it, kind of didn't. There's your spoiler. But let's get into it. What exactly is this thing? It is, of course, as your eyes tell, a double barrel blaster. It has a different way of doing the double barrel. It has actually a selector switch. Now, the selector switch gives you, as you can see, a choice of firing the left or right barrel, or put it in the center to fire both. Now, you have a rear prime, which is quite nice in the fact that it is a direct prime. Allows this to be quite a bit more compact rather than the Busby system, if you know anything about it and have taken one apart or have seen one taken apart. It uses plungers that are primed back through means of a rope going up to the front when you break it. So this direct prime, at the very least, that should be a durable, long-lasting design, maybe with a little bit of mod potential. I haven't opened it, don't know yet. But you have a deprime that, and yes, there is no lock. There is no lock at all to prevent you from depriming. Nice thing. To break it, you have a button that you depress in front of the trigger. Very nicely placed. You just click it forward, and it breaks the blaster. You do not need any force because you are not priming it. You're literally just opening it. Now, it does use shells. It includes 4 of them with it. And it does include a number of their darts. And I want to note the darts. They're a very odd type of darts. They look, at first glance, like your typical knockoff Nerf Elite. However, if you put a genuine Nerf Elite beside them, they're a weird height. That's like 3/4, size. And then gets even funnier if you put a half length, such as the Adventure Force Pro darts. It's a weird choice. I know why they did it. When you put their dart in their shell, it sits flush. And that's all it is. Now, you absolutely can fire full lengths. All it is it sticks out a little bit. Not that big a deal. Most of my testing was done with full lengths of various brands. But you take your darts, once they're loaded in the shell, load the shells in to the blaster, and they do have to click in place. Close it, and you can select again to fire. I'm going to fire the left one. Prime it, fire it, flick it over to the other side, fire it again. Then break it open, and there goes your shells. They do have a pretty good ejection. And then, of course, reload, and then we can do a double shot. So, reload it, stick your shells in, get them to click into place, close, center the selector switch up, and both shots at once. It has pretty good power, for a quite compact blaster. I have the double fire here as an example. It is significantly shorter. It basically comes down to be what you would get if you minimized a double fire right in front of the grip. Which, that is a popular mod to do to both the Busby double shot and the Adventure Force double fire, is to slice them right in front of the grip and make them a stub. Well, as you can see, already done. Basically straight out of the package. It does also include the little sight, and it does have a red pattern. It's, kind of a freebie, give me. It fits on the Picatinny rail, and that is what it is. It's a standard Picatinny, and the sight, it's there. It's not of great quality. It actually feels like you're going to break the switch when you turn it on and off. It's got the battery included, so it is what it is. You get one for free. But the blaster itself, when I put it on the chronograph, I was actually averaging 74 feet per second with full-length darts of various types. I fired Elites, I fired Adventure Force Waffle Tips, Busby Long Distance, Busby Precise Pros, which, as always, bumped the performance a couple feet per second. I did extensively try their darts because, they're shorter, a little lighter. I didn't get any negligible performance increase. Maybe this didn't match the performance of the Busby Precise Pros, but it did go up maybe 1 or 2 feet per second versus regular full lengths. And of course, the full lengths are going to be far easier to find, load, and fire, because these you'd have to, if you're going to try to match these won't fire out of other blasters. They're too long for blasters that are set up for half lengths, and they're too short for blasters that are set up for full lengths. So, very weird dart. Weird darts aside, the blaster itself is solid. Now, when you hold it, of course, you have that typical cut-off shotgun style handle, which you hold forward. It's kind of like you're almost reaching out. That's nothing unusual. You don't get a traditional pistol grip, nor do you have a full rifle stock. You have what you're used to with, a sawed-off shotgun. It's what it is. And if you like that style, the ergonomics are going to feel right at home to you. If you don't, it'll feel a little odd at first. But build quality is actually there. It's pretty solid. I was a bit surprised. A lot of knockoff brands or unknown brands, some of the quality's not there. This actually has some heft to it. The selector switch has a very positive indent. The trigger is smooth. It's not janky in any which way. The barrel release, yeah, I absolutely love the shell ejection. It's really strong. It actually ejects the shells quite a bit more potently than the Busby double shot does. But everything feels good. Performance is there. It has a bit better performance than the Busby double shot. It has a little bit over the standard Nerf Elite at 74 feet per second. So what do I think of it in the end? What's my conclusion? I hadn't told you the price yet. And here's where we come to an impasse. This is going for, if you click the link that I'm going to put in the video description and you go there for yourself, you're going to see it's selling for $49.99, $49.95, whatever. It's $50. At $50, that's a lot to spend for it. That's a lot to spend on this. The Busby double shot is still available. And it's still just as good, same double shot that's always been around. I put a review up on it. The double shot is great. And one of the best things about the double shot is the price. You can get Busby double shots for $15 all day long. The Walking Dead version still at some of my Dollar Generals locally for $15. And if you don't need the shells, if you don't care about the shells, you got the Busby Double Fire for $9.97 at your local Walmart. And yes, they sent this to me for review, but honesty is my thing. And honestly, if it's my own money, I thank them for sending this to me. I appreciate it allowing me to make this video. But honestly, if it's my own money I'm having to spend, it's going to be hard to get me to spend $50 on this, despite it genuinely feeling nicer. It feels nicer. I'm known as the Busby guy, but this feels more quality than this. And that's not a knock against the Busby built Adventure Force Double Fire. This feels, it's got some heft to it, it's solid. But is it $50 solid? I don't think I could. I don't think I could justify myself, but that's me with my budget. The rest is up to you. Me, I'm going to go with the Busby Double Shot or the Adventure Force Double Fire, because I can buy 5 Double Fires for the price of one of these. Or I can just buy one of these and I have $40 spare change for gas, groceries, and bills. And that's kind of how I look at things. This is a nice blaster, but it's at a fairly high price for what it is. But that is your decision to make for yourself. But as it is, I will leave the purchase link in the description of the video so you can go check it out for yourself. It's one of those things, maybe put it in the Amazon cart and look for it to go on sale like Amazon does. Because it's a solid, well-made, fun blaster. But at $50, that's kind of hard for me to even, justify. But that's where I'm left at. I like it. I wish it came in at $30. I could give it a full approval at $30. It's a good blaster, but has a high price tag for what it is. Because $10, $50. That's where I have to leave it. So there's my honest review of the Jiffy double barrel. I'm just going to call it the Jiffy. The Jiffy double barrel. But till next time, this is Monkey Shake with an Amazon blaster review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.